That's right, we're here in Daytona. I don't know what it is about this place, but I've had some outstanding success here. So for me, it's just a different environment. When you go through that tunnel, you see the big world center of racing. Maybe it's a little bit like home for me. It's more of a sandy soil, higher speed, has the combination of motocross and supercross in there. So I feel like last weekend was just the beginning of something bigger and better. So now it's time to go apply that.
I think they built that thing up a little bit. It wasn't that big last time we rode it.
Fergie's like, Dad jumped over the wall. I watched it the next lap. Framed it.
You framed it.
Straight into it. I was like, oh my God.
I jumped it front wheel high. My wheel hit it, and I went over the bars and saved it. It is nice when you make it over.
Oh, it's so nice. You can rip those things.
And then you just,
huh?
Racer X posted a video of Tomac getting it. It was like, it was sick.
He wheelies them.
You think it's gonna be like over inside? Over single inside into the sand?
Definitely not inside.
No?
You gotta get speed going through the sand.
This is my prediction. This inside's like real tight, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's gonna get really rough, I think, and the outside's more open.
Right.
There's not much of a run, too. That's a weird berm to have, yeah.
Like push out, like everyone's gonna be spinning.
Yeah. It's a long section.
Dude, oh my God, actually help. Testing my back out, make sure we're good for later.
Yeah, his rear tire and his front tire were just in different ruts. Yeah, such a bummer. That rear tire slid to the right. If you notice, his front tire was in a totally different rut.
That was gnarly.
So far, so good. I believe we were third in the first qualifier there. This is one of the softest Daytonas that we've had. We've even had a little rainstorm between the free practice and the first qualifier there. But overall, it's the usual Daytona beast. I love the way this track breaks down and just what it turns into. So, as a racer, you gotta get along with it. Otherwise, it'll make your life miserable. So, yep, just trying to enjoy the moment and have fun out there.
So far, so good. I would say Coop is trying to knock on the door at Eli's house and went out and set full lap, so that's pretty awesome. You know, practice just got canceled. We're having a little bit of rain. I think it'll end up being good for the main event, but all three guys are riding good and it should be a really good race. Coop's been good. He came out in free practice and rode pretty well right away. And then we got in that first qualifying session, the only one today, and he ended top of the board. So I think I don't know how long it's been, don't quote me on anything, but I think it's been a little while since he's been the fastest qualifier going into the night show. I mean, that means he's riding good, and he looks like he's riding good, so that's a plus. And he feels good, and he's been pretty mellow today, so that's nice.
Day is, I mean, knock on one day is going pretty smooth. Everyone's in a good mood, happy with the bike, riding really good. Usually Daytona's a lot of stresses just because his history here, but everything seems to be going okay. Second gate pick coming into heat 2, so we'll get through the heats and focus on the main.
sport in our 450 heat races. We are now ready for the future stars of this sport.
Cutting him off, but
he's not going to make it! He did not make the triple from the inside, and a huge crash for Towers. But here's the rider that won last weekend in Texas, Hayden Deegan. We'll see how well the 38 can do.
I don't know. I've never rode anything this gnarly in my life. Like, you can't practice for this. I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty technical rider, but this was gnarly. I've never seen anything like it. So, I mean, it was good practice, and I guess if it happens again next year, we'll be ready.
No matter the result, it was a good day learning. It was a struggle for sure, but hey, we're healthy. We're gonna move on to Alabama, and yeah, birthday weekend next weekend, so maybe we'll do something special.
The night actually went really well. I mean, Hayden got a pretty good start, was up front, was battling, you know, top 3, top 4, and he made a couple small mistakes. His track was gnarly, and you know, I think our goal with Hayden is just to be in the championship hunt, and you know, luckily Hayden's smart enough to know that and to realize when the risk outweighs the reward, and the big picture is obviously the championship. So he rode real smart. He ended up 4th. It's great. I think he's 3 points out of the lead. There's a five guys right there in the points. So, you know, we're in this thing. The big picture is the championship, and we're going to focus on that. So we're pretty happy with Hayden's result. The other 2 guys, Dak struggled a bit. I mean, he went from like dead last, literally clawed his way up to I think 6th or 7th. Made one small mistake on the last lap, ended up 10th. So, I mean, obviously he's frustrated with it, but this is his 3rd race. He's a rookie. So, you know, he just needs to keep fighting and focus. I think he's trying probably too hard, but, you know, we'll keep him calm and, you know, try to get him back up front. But, and then Romano, same thing, just small mistakes will cost you a lot at this track. Like I said, it's a gnarly track, and we're just happy to leave here healthy with the rookie guys. Hayden, obviously, 3 points out of the championship. We're here to fight for this thing, and we're not giving up. So we'll keep chipping away at it, and hopefully be on top at the end of this thing.
But when you think about this season for Eli coming back from injury, and what getting his first win of the year would be like in front of this crowd at this track, that would be unreal, like scripted level.
Second place here in Daytona. It was okay. You know, obviously want to do what I could for the win, but it really came down to a rhythm section tonight and taking some more risk, and it was a big quad jump by the tunnel, and I didn't do it in the first half of the race, and that's where Jet passed me actually in the heat race and in the main event, and that's what it came down to. So frustrating that way, and then I ended up doing it in the second half, and then making a late pass on Chase, but yeah, needed to do the big quad night earlier if I wanted to fight for that win.
It was tough. I mean, the conditions were the main thing today. It was tough. It was deteriorating really bad, especially in the main event. Got a lot of rain, so soft conditions, and yeah, the track was just breaking down. People were taking the same lines inside, and yeah, the track got really chewed up, and it was pretty much survival out there. Got a really good start in the heat, was able to lead some laps, that was cool, and then yeah, the main got a good start, got shuffled around a little bit in the first couple turns, and I think I was around 8th probably, and yeah, we're just following Cooper up through the pack, and made a run towards the top 5, almost got it. Would have been nice, but yeah, tried everything, threw everything at it, but yeah, came up a little short, but really good day. P6, we'll take that. Best result of the year so far, and yeah, we want to get in that top 5 and eventually get on the podium this season. That's the main goal.
Honestly, it was a good day. The track was extremely tough, probably one of the toughest Daytona races we've ever had, and all the guys rode awesome. You know, I think we lacked a little bit of fire at the opening laps for Cooper, and but he started to find his flow and he started clicking it off the lap, so we just got to be better at the beginning. And one rhythm lane, I think, is what kind of cost Eli the win, and I think he knows it. It was a rhythm lane you had to take a little bit of a risk, and sometimes, you know, it's a little scary to take the risk. So I think we'll rebound even better next week, but all in all, it was a great night. Eli gained points. Cooper lost a little bit. We're still in second. We're right there, so keep fighting.